Anytestnews.com/IT.
Please subscribe, like, and share.
So we do have some breaking news we want to take you out to, as we are hearing from President Donald Trump releasing a statement on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy. He posted to his Truth Social account, and this is a pretty lengthy quote, so we are going to pull it up, two pieces at a time. So let's start with this. He is saying this again on the Ukrainian president, saying, quote, "Think of it. A modestly successful comedian, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, talked the United States of America into spending $350 billion to go into a war that couldn't be won, that never had to start, but a war that he, without the U.S. and Trump, will never be able to settle. The United States has spent $200 billion more than Europe, and Europe's money is guaranteed, while the United States will get nothing back. Why didn't sleepy Joe Biden demand equalization, and that this war is far more important to Europe than it is to us? We have a big, beautiful ocean as separation." On top of this, Zelenskyy admits that half of the money we sent him is, quote, "missing." He refuses to have elections, is very low in Ukrainian polls, and the only thing he was good at was playing Biden like a fiddle. I am going to pull up that next part of the quote right now. "A dictator without elections, Zelenskyy better move fast or he is not going to have a country left. In the meantime, we are successfully negotiating an end to the war with Russia, something I'll admit only Trump and the Trump administration can do. Biden never tried, Europe has failed to bring peace, and Zelenskyy probably wants to keep the gravy train going. I love Ukraine, but Zelenskyy has done a terrible job. His country is shattered and millions have unnecessarily died, and so it continues." That just into our newsroom here from President Trump as he is issuing this statement. I am going to give you a live look at the White House right now, because this is following a series of events here after Ukrainian President Zelenskyy accused President Trump today of living in a Russian-made, quote, disinformation space. He pointed comments that risked further souring relations with Washington as Trump pushes for an end to this war. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin said he would like to meet with Trump a day after senior American and Russian officials held talks that were partially aimed at preparing for that. Zelenskyy said he, quote, would like Trump's team to be more truthful in his first response to a series of claims that Trump made the previous day, including suggesting that Kyiv was to blame for the war, which enters its fourth year next week. The comments from Trump and Zelenskyy were a back and forth between the leaders of these two countries that have been allies in recent years under President Biden, as the U.S. provided crucial military equipment to Kyiv to fend off the invasion and used its political weight to defend Ukraine and isolate Russia on the world stage. But the latest here, as this is rapidly developing, the Trump administration has started charting a new course, so to speak, reaching out to Russia and pushing for a peace deal. Senior officials from both countries held talks yesterday to discuss improving ties, negotiating an end to the war, and potentially preparing a meeting between Trump and Putin after years of frosty relations, we could call it. So that is the latest here as we are getting this into our newsroom. That statement from President Trump, pretty lengthy there on Truth Social. Of course, all of this coming after these increased peace talks between Russia and Ukraine that we have been showing you here on Live Now from Fox. Any more on this, of course, we will bring it to you as we always do.
Anytest.com.
Thank you.
Please subscribe, like, and share.